Do you need to cycle creatine? Okay, so quick video on creatine. For those of you who've been following me a while, you know I'm a massive fan of creatine for anyone who's looking to build muscle. I have it in my GA Lean Body program, I have it in my Top 50 program, and I have it in my book for anyone that's looking to build muscle. It's the most scientifically backed supplement on the planet and can work tremendously well if your nutrition is good in helping you build more lean muscle. So effectively how creatine works is it pulls water underneath the cell so that you're able to be stronger in the gym, so that you can move the same weight that you normally move for more reps, or you're able to lift a heavier weight than you normally would for the same amount of reps that you normally do. So if you're used to pressing 20 kilos on a press, when you have more water underneath your muscle, you're able to lift heavier weight for that same amount of reps. It's similar to a water bottle. When you have an empty water bottle, it's easy to bend and crack it. But when that bottle is full to the top, you can put a lot more resistance on it. That's how creatine works within your muscle. So the more water you have underneath your muscle, the more resistance you can put on it. Resistance effectively coming from weight training. So it means that you can be stronger in the gym, or you can tear more fibers down, that provided you've got a good nutritional strategy and enough amino acids and enough calories, you can build more lean muscle. So a lot of people ask, do you need to cycle this? Personally, I cycle my creatine, but it's normally not intentional. Creatine is just a combination of 3 amino acids. It's methionine, it's glycine, and it's arginine. So you're going to get it naturally occurring in things like foods like red meat. So in terms of cycling this, if you're not cycling red meat, you probably don't need to cycle creatine as a supplement. However, I do. But what happens is it's normally because I've ran out of it, or if my goals have changed. So I always base my supplements, and the same with people that are coming through my programs, always base your supplements off whatever your specific goals are at that moment in time. So if I'm trying to build lean muscle, I'm going to add creatine into my stack, and I'm going to use it as long as that's my goal. If it's summertime or I'm going on a holiday and I'm trying to cut down, I'm not going to prioritize using creatine. I'm going to use things like green tea extract or caffeine or L-carnitine tartrate, because that's what my goals are. So I end up cycling off it when my goals change. So in terms of do you need to cycle it, provided you have no pre-existing kidney issue and you don't have any, you haven't been signed off by a doctor and you were told to go off red meat and creatine, you're probably going to be safe taking the recommended dose for your body weight long term. That being said, in terms of your pocket and your budget and your wallet, probably not worth spending the money on creatine if your goal is to lose body fat. You're better off spending your 20 or 30 euro or 20 or 30 pound or 20 or 30 dollars on supplements that are more in alignment with what your goals are at that moment in time. If it's fat burning, your caffeine, your green tea extract, your L-carnitine tartrate, or your CLA, or whatever your fat burner of choice is. So do you need to cycle it? In a safe way. I'm not a GP and I don't play one on the internet, but you're probably going to be okay provided you don't have any pre-existing condition. Should you cycle it? I would cycle your supplements based on whatever your goals are. So unless your goal is 12 months of building muscle or 24 months of building muscle, then I would probably cycle off it on those times when you're prioritizing losing body fat or prioritizing something else as opposed to just building muscle in your program. So hopefully this helps. For anyone that's using creatine, or if you're unsure about creatine or anything about it, please tag them below, so your friends, your family members, anybody like that, tag them below, and hopefully it helps. Thanks for watching.